I guarantee you, if you set up to a golf ball, you squeeze just a bit with controlled tension in your armpits, connecting your top triangle to your spine, you will hit more consistent golf shots. Guaranteed. Because you cannot come off the track. We talk about railroad tracks in golf, right? Railroad tracks. Set up to the railroad track. We don't want to swing outside. We want to swing from the inside. If you have a problem coming over the top, it's because your top triangle disconnects from the base triangle. There's no controlled tension here. You want to control your tension, bring that base triangle and that top triangle in and hold it there. If you look at these guys, let's go to the second page. Second page is, okay, no, the second page, this is fine. His hands, if his top triangle had come disengaged, his hands would move away from his body. Okay? Rory McIlroy, at impact, his hands are underneath him. He's so connected in here. Okay? This bone from my elbow to my shoulder is called my humerus. Okay? It's my humeral bone. I need to keep it as close to my chest as possible at all times throughout the golf swing. It almost feels like you're swinging in a straitjacket. Okay? But this is connected. Okay? If I sit up to a golf club, this is connected, this is disconnected. Okay? So, in motion, this is dynamic. Okay? If I get disconnected somehow at the top or making my transition, those railroad tracks in my club face start to do this. Okay? It oscillates. It's opening and closing all the way down, back to impact, because it has nothing secure. I haven't secured it to my rotation, to my path. Right? Okay? It's like if I were to take a nut and a bolt and a propeller, and I was to spin that propeller, and if it was loose, the propeller would wobble, and it wouldn't spin with great efficiency. But if I tighten it down, right, and it's lubricated well, and the lubrication is your flexibility. I told you I was going to go there. Okay? The lubrication, you spin that propeller, it's tight. Its efficiency is much easier to rotate now. Okay? It's rotating on the same plane. We talk about swing plane and flexibility. Okay? So, if I'm loose, my club gets to travel and float. Inefficient. Full of potential mistake and error. But if it's secure and I have freedom of motion for a bigger arc, then it affects my path, my dispersion, okay, and my errants, my shots, all become much, much easier and more playable. So, I'm telling you, I'm preaching that if I get loose, I can do this. If I don't understand how my hips work, my butt goes back, my shoulder comes over, I have a loose top triangle, it's not connected to my base triangle, I have no idea what my hips are doing, my club's going all over the place. If you want to control your dispersion, more power, more accuracy, learn how to fire the base triangle, keep the top triangle extended, keep it connected. It's got to be connected. Has to be. Then things change. So everyone, let's address a 5-iron. Let's address a 5-iron. Okay? And what I mean by that is your foot position. So addressing a 5-iron is different from addressing a sand wedge or a driver, right? In terms of the width of your stance. So address your 5-iron. Normally how you would. Okay? All right, so just start fixing spine angles, guys. Okay? All right, so your spine is, we play golf from your thoracic spine. Here's your thoracic spine. This is a part of your spine that contains your rib cage. Okay? This is where we want to rotate from. We don't want to rotate from here, your lower back. Okay? So, your your rib cage makes up your sternum, your chest bone, right? All the ribs come around and they form your sternum. Right? So if I drop my sternum, then my thoracic spine goes into this position. If I lift my sternum, my thoracic spine goes into this position. This is called strong spine or weak spine, or in a book it would be flexion or extension. Okay? We want to play golf from a neutral spine. Okay? So when you set up, this will be weak, this will be strong, this will be neutral. Okay? So find a neutral spine for me and bend your knees. Okay? Good. Good. Did you ever feel like this over a ball? Okay, good, good, good. Now, extend your arms. Extend your arms and bring your armpits, squeeze just a little more controlled tension of your armpits. Okay? Now, when you do that, your hands should come a little closer to your body. Okay? Good, good. Now, I want you to start to understand and feel the shape of your spine when you stand in this position. Okay? A little bit more knee flexion. There you go. Good. Now go ahead and relax. Relax. Okay. That's a really good address. So, we have the greatest ability to rotate from a neutral spine position. If you're starting to get any back pain, it's because we're rotating from too low in our spine. Okay? I'm going to say that to the whole group. Okay. Hey, guys, listen to me. There's something I need to say to the group. Look. So when I set up to a golf shot, when I set up to a ball, and hopefully we all know now that my rib cage makes up my thoracic spine. We have 4 segments to the human spine: cervical spine, thoracic spine, lumbar spine, sacral spine. Okay? 4 segments. We play golf from the largest segment, which is the thoracic spine. That's the part of my back that contains my rib cage. Okay? From the base of my neck to the upper lower part of my back. 12 vertebrae. Okay? This is what I'm rotating, what I'm using to rotate to play golf and baseball and tennis and any rotational sport. Golfers develop low back problems because we're rotating from too low in the back. If your back is starting to hurt, it's because of the limited freedom you have in your thoracic spine. Okay? So, we need to learn how to open up the freedom in the thoracic spine. Okay, so I want to turn my rib cage when I play golf, not my lumbar spine, because it's torquing the vertebrae. So if I free up and increase the flexibility in my thoracic spine, I decrease the torque on my lumbar spine. Right? Okay? So by doing so, I'm allowing the base triangle to turn the top triangle with more freedom and efficiency. It's like screwing that propeller on tighter so it doesn't wobble offline or off track or off plane. Okay? By doing so, we increase our potential for golf-related injury. Okay? So we understand that the base triangle is there to govern the use of the top triangle through the thoracic spine, in the thoracic spine only. All right? So how do we increase the flexibility and the freedom in the thoracic spine? We do so by opening up the lats. Okay? My opinion, the most important muscle in golf. Why is that? Because golf is about an X factor. Okay? Any lefties in here other than Greg? You're a lefty? Okay. Everybody take their address, please. Cross your shoulders. Cross your arms and place them on top of your shoulders, rather. Okay? All right, so what we want to do is we want to go to your respected backswing. And we're going to work into our X factor now, right? X factor meaning how we separate our shoulders from our hips in a rotational pattern. So, take it to the top of your backswing. Take it to the top of your backswing. Okay? All right. Okay. Now, in this position, develop a weak spine for me. How would you do that? How would you find a weak spine where you are right now? Okay, everybody come back and just relax. Just relax. I want to use some of you as examples. Okay? We're going to get interactive here. Okay. So, let me have a lefty and a righty. Come on up here. We don't need to know that. Okay. All right. So, everyone, spine. I want to introduce you to your spines. Okay? All important. 2 legs, 1 spine, 2 arms. This is where we're playing golf from. Okay, take your address. Okay, all right. Now, if I ask them to go to weak spine, I want you to know what that is. So, weak spine for me. Show me a weak spine position. Do we know what that is? Go weaker, 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 weaker. As weak as you can go. Okay, he's getting it. Okay, so this is a very rounded back, right? It's round. Show me strong spine. Stronger. Stronger. Okay, bend your knees. Don't forget, you're still at address. So our knees are bent and our hips are slightly flexed. Super strong spine. Strong as you can get it. Can you hit a golf ball like this? No. Okay, cannot. Well, you probably could, but not very well. Super weak. Can you hit a golf ball like this? You could, but it'd be terrible, and you're probably going to hit a super fat shot, right? Okay? Neutral spine, guys. Okay? And relax. Okay, so this is how we drill ourselves to understanding what spine position is. Okay? There's a junior college here in town. They are the reigning national champions at their level of golf. South Mountain Community College. 3 out of the last 4 years, they have won a national championship. Tiny school. They beat very, very big schools all the time. Okay? I have had the pleasure of working with them for the past 2 years. And what I do is I start out every practice with weak spine, strong spine drills. So I'll tell them to address a 5-iron just like I asked you guys to, and I'll have them squat, 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 squat. I take them down, and the reason why I take them down this deep is because the more hip flexion we go to, so let's do it together. Address your 5-iron. I'm going to show you something. Squat. Bring your base down to the ground. Now hold right here for me. Now go strong spine. Super strong spine. Super strong spine. Super weak spine. Weak spine. Strong spine. Weak spine. Strong spine. Now really extend your top triangle. Press your top triangle as low as you can to the ground. Try to get your hands to the ground, but without bending your knees anymore. Just pushing your hands down. Strong spine now. Strong spine. Strong spine. Pam? Strong spine. Okay? Hold this. You feeling the muscles in your back? Okay. Now, from here, go to your backswing. Give me a backswing.